Yo, is that the end of the chapter? Could that possibly be like, yeah, Black Clover 225, baby? Like, Tabata wasting no time. Again, we in a romance comedy arc, and it's still bam, bam, bam. He ain't letting up. He ain't taking his foot off the pedal. And Black Clover right now, woo! Let's talk about it. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. This chapter, Black Clover, yet again. So we set forth into the Heart Kingdom, right? Last chapter, we just slowly started easing into this bad boy. We got the little foreshadowing of what's to come. Seeing the princess at the end of last week's chapter. This one, we jumping in. And I love that. Tabata, don't get me wrong, there's different manga that serve different purposes. Some manga, they like to take their time and set things up slowly but surely, which, cool, it ends with great results, why not? Tabata doesn't really do that, and a lot of times it still gives us some great results. So this chapter was another example of Yuki Tabata's ability to write a story that doesn't really stop giving you like exciting exposition, things really moving constantly, but at the same time, again, we've seen in the past that for the most part, we got some pretty excellent endings, or at the very least some pretty satisfying endings to arcs. So I'm trusting regardless that this is going to come into fruition, something great, because this chapter yet again, 225, Black Clover, hype. So upon entry to the Heart Kingdom, we are greeted and welcomed by Gaja, the director of spirits, I believe. Yeah, director of spirits, Gaja, which seemingly he's like a knight, so to speak. He seems like he could potentially be like what we have in the Clover Kingdom, like, you know, the knights and whatnot. Seems like he could be one of those as well. And he knows Mimosa, which Mimosa, yeah, I understand why she was popular back when she was there. Like, yo, Tabata don't play. He knows what time it is, because he's like, oh, hey Mimosa, yeah, man, you were really popular when you were here last time. How could I forget you? Like, Gaja, little too slick there, fam. Keep your hands off Mimosa. That's Asta's harem, okay? She's a part of Asta's harem. You cannot have her. But anywho, we start to see even more regarding the Heart Kingdom, that if we're in trouble, if Noelle, Finral, Mimosa, and Asta have a serious issue on their hands, it's going to be very difficult for the Black Bulls to come in and save them. It's going to be very difficult for anybody, for that matter, to come in and save this crew, because the mana zone that is set forth all around this kingdom is so strong that, like, if there's a waterfall, unless you are welcomed in and the princess is allowing you to come in, there's nothing really you can do. It seems like this princess is holding this entire kingdom on her back. She is basically MVP of all of this, because the mana zones all around this kingdom are put up by her, supported by her, and it seems as though she's just so pivotal that anything happens to that princess is curtains for this Heart Kingdom. And the fact that it was founded 1200 years ago really makes me even more interested in the lore and just all around what has been up with this kingdom. That 1200 years they founded this and they've kept this going. Obviously it's been told and set up that, okay, they're neutral. So it seems as though because they've been neutral, that's one of the reasons probably why they have been able to last this amount of time, 1200 years. You think about it, 500 years ago, the Clover Kingdom was annihilated and bodied by, you know, the big war between, well, I guess we now know that it was, you know, Litz that was turned into a demon or whatever, and, you know, fighting the first Wizard King. So this kingdom, the way they've been playing it and having, I'm wondering, like, how long this princess been around? Like, even though it's been 1200 years, obviously it's not that she's been around for 1200 years. So what's been going on? And then God just starts slowly unveiling certain aspects of what's going on in this kingdom, because he says, well, we've been able to protect it so far, but I'm worried about the future. Not so sure about the future. So immediately you know that there's some troubles here in the kingdom. And if you think about it, what would be the trouble as of all the information we got right now? What would be something that could make this kingdom collapse? And if you look at it, the importance of this princess and the role that she plays in this is very, very heavy. If she's the one that is protecting this kingdom, she's stronger than all the magic knights of the Clover Kingdom combined. She has all these mana zones covering so that unless you're welcomed in, you can't get in. If something happens to that princess, things are gonna really go bad for the Heart Kingdom. So more than likely, when he made that comment, it's something probably to do with the princess is in trouble, or something's wrong with her, or they're just trying to make some type of change, because again, they're not sure of what's about to happen, whatever is causing this ailment, or this, I don't want to say ailment actually, more like just what's wrong, that they're worried about the future. you see that, okay, that this is one of the reasons why, of course, they wanted Asta. Because then Asta is wrapped up in this water bubble and shot it off away to wherever the heck they're sending him. And you see that Gaja, he's a sneaky dude. Like, the Heart Kingdom, even though they're neutral, obviously they're still a kingdom. They still got to protect themselves. And the fact that they wanted him, there's clearly a purpose. Gaja, at first I'm like, okay, wait a minute, because they're able to immediately follow Asta, and even they dodge one of Gaja's attacks, but later on he does say, okay, maybe I should get serious. So, and the fact that he was able to catch up to them really quick as well shows that he's probably very, very strong. I mean, he probably underestimated them to a certain degree, but when ForneverWorld, Mimosa, and Noelle are like, yo, where you taking our dude? Like, yo, and they start following, you can see that Gaja ain't no joke neither. The fact that they were like, how the hell he caught up this quick? Dude is a monster. And he said, for the sake of our peace, there is something that we need. Now, for the sake of our peace, there's something we need. They refer to, like, if you start adding all the pieces together, it's clear as day. It's something to do with the devil inside of Asta's grimoire that they want. Maybe they're not familiar, or maybe that any other devils that they've come across or know of are too hard to capture or obtain. And maybe that's one of the reasons why, going back to even some of the things that we learned about in the past couple chapters, it's a possibility that they want Asta's devil because of whatever potential maybe magic curse is in this kingdom. Because we already know from when Gordon's family or his father was showcasing that there's a devil curse in the Heart Kingdom. Probably they want to use Asta's devil to maybe rid it. If not, maybe it's going to kill the princess of this kingdom, because again, if the princess is one of the main factors holding this whole place together, there's a big possibility that there's something wrong with her and they're trying to use Asta's devil. Why would you need Asta's devil? Maybe there's a devil curse. Maybe they want to make a deal or a bargain to get rid of this curse, or maybe she's dying, or there's something there that's wrong with the princess. I'm calling it. Also, just how strong is Gaja, or is there something else? Is it that this princess is so freaking strong that there's just mana everywhere? Because they say Gaja is floating without using magic. So is it something to do with the princess's magic, the water magic that she's using, that allows her people to access and tap into maybe some of her mana? Like, this woman is like, she sounds like the freaking Naruto Uzumaki of magic, where she just has like this endless void of magic where she's holding up this kingdom, able to use her magic seemingly to wrap Asta up, because I don't think that that was Gaja. I want to say that that was actually the princess that did that to blast him away or whatever. And then on top of that, if Gaja's floating on his own without using mana, either it's a technique that we're unfamiliar with, B, a technique similar to like using ki some way, or C, the princess is that damn strong that she just allows her people, or maybe her closest assistants, to use her mana as well. And I love seeing the transformation of Noelle, just seeing how far she's come and how confident she is now, where she transforms and is like, yo, I'm royalty and these are my friends, like, what do you think you're doing? I'm like, Noelle, I see you, girl. I see you. Like, Asta has such a nice harem to choose from Mimosa to Noelle. I know he got his thing for, Sister Lily or whatever, but come on, fam. Like, you got some prime rib right here, dog. And we've seen still that ForneverWorld has his own struggles. When he sees Noelle looking all nice and purty, he's like, you think you're supposed to be for, your eyes is only for finesse. Like, no. So hopefully in this little journey, ForneverWorld feels accomplished and slowly but surely starts feeling less inclined to start flirting with other women, and carries on with his goal of like, no, it's all for finesse. So we'll see how that goes, but he's still struggling. And when Gaja got serious, he said, I'm gonna get serious. For a moment there, first of all, it reminded me, of course, of the Black Clover anime, but gave me a little bit of, for some reason, he looked like a fairy tale mage with all the symbols, like how the fairy tale anime was originally, where all these symbols would show up and the when they would cast magic spells. Like, again, that's a Black Clover thing, but I don't know, it just gave me a fairy tale vibe when he got serious and pulled out his grimoire. And then Asta seemingly is shot down into this water ravine or waterfall. It looked like the Dark Continent from Magi, where he was dropped down into. And okay, so again, this princess is just ridiculous. Like, if she's that far away, down a ravine, down into the Dark Continent, down, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is ridiculously strong to be able to cast her magic, have him freaking forced all the way over there. Remember, she's still controlling these mana zones. This is insane. This woman is really strong. And I said really a lot, but screw it. That's how strong she seemingly is. And she says, I apologize for the rough ride. We've been waiting. For the sake of our country, I require your devil. And I ain't gonna lie, we'll talk exactly who I think that is in a second, but why are you apologizing for the rough ride? And then you have a magic, It's seemingly like a suit of armor, looking like a knight ready to attack and kill, and saying, I require your devil. So you're apologizing for the rough ride, but you're going to seemingly kill him. And the fact that she said, I require your devil, again, I believe it's because there's some sort of curse. She is the cursed one, and she possibly wants to make a deal. Maybe she's dying. Maybe she wants to get rid of the curse. Something there is going on with this princess, why she's saying, I require your devil. So it's not that she's looking at him as an intruder or anything like that. It's more so that she wants to use him. And from the way things are shaping and everything, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that that magic knight thing that she created looked very similar to Noelle. What if Noelle's mom faked her death and that's actually Noelle's mom out there? Yo, that would be crazy. I mean, there's been a lot of character development. If you go back already a few chapters ago when Noelle went to go question the captain and was like, yo, about my mom and devils and this and that. This could potentially be Noelle's mom. The water magic, the just all of it could potentially be. Or this could be maybe Noelle's sister and her mom is the queen of the Heart Kingdom. Who the hell knows? But I'm leaning towards maybe this is Noelle's mom. And if so, wow, boom, 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 that's gonna be freaking crazy. Like, this chapter of Black Clover, hype, Gaja, seemingly a strong and very quick and agile dude. The princess wanting Asta's devil for what? Curious what you guys thought about this chapter. How do you feel about the entry to the Heart Kingdom? How things is just flying left and right. What do you think they want his devil for? What is the exact purpose? Why does she need it? Is it again that she's the cursed one and wants to use his devil for whatever reasons, or there's something totally different? Also, do you think that the princess is related to Noelle? Possibly her mom. Her mom didn't actually die. That's her mom over there. Maybe she's cursed. And there's just so much. Your thoughts on this chapter, Black Clover, yet again with the greatness so far from the chapters I've read this week. Black Clover is in the lead with probably the best chapter, I don't know. And your overall thoughts and expectations for Black Clover chapter 226 and beyond. The manga is going straight to the point with the Heart Kingdom, the princess, bam, let's go. But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links will be in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. The Heart Kingdom is getting real, baby.
Enjoy the next ride, but I was the best ride.